Oh, hello. How are you?
Let me talk to her. All these niggas wanna fuck JT. Hellcat, this a SRT. Women love you, XC3. Make a freak by suck they teeth. He wanna menage with a new body. Man, you niggas can't fuck with me, cause I came from the bottom, from the fifth.
Hey sisters, it's your favorite sister, Essyestaa, and I'm back to entertain and inform ya, okay? And today I'm going to be showing you guys how I edit my pictures. If you haven't seen part 1 already, in part 1 I showed you guys some tips on how I take my pictures, and I also demonstrated how I took my pictures. Now this is part 2. And if you haven't seen that one, I'll put the link somewhere up here. All you gotta do is just click, honey, okay? Now, part 2 is gonna be about how I edit my pictures, so don't worry. If you happen to be new today, if you happen to come to my page today, me, Essyestaa, if you happen to see me for the first time today, how are you, sis? What's good, bro? How you doing? Nice to meet you, okay? And, you know, in order to be a part of my family, I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button, but you know what, it's no pressure. Do what you gotta do, and I hope you enjoy this video. Today I'm just feeling real chill, so I couldn't do the makeup because you know what, sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on, that's when you're the prettiest. I hope you don't take it wrong, okay? I hope that's the lyrics. But yeah, anyways, today I'm going to show you how I edit my pictures in my phone using your phone settings and one app. And that one app that I'm going to be using today is called PICS. And I believe the Play Store in Android has PICS as well as the Apple Store. Did I say PICS? Oh my goodness, no. It's not PICS. Why the heck did I say PICS? I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna screen record on my phone. And yeah, the first thing I do after I take my pictures is I like to pick and delete. So even if it's just out of 100, I only like one. I like to look at each and every single one of them, and then the ones that I like, I favorite them with the heart, and then I go back to my favorites and I start to pick and delete which one. So I've already done that, so I'm just gonna pick one of the ones that I put in my favorites and we're gonna go from there. Y'all, it's not even screen recording no more. The audacity. Hold on guys, it wasn't even screen recording the whole time.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would.
So the two things that I'm going to be using to edit my pictures is your regular iPhone settings and the app called Facetune. Now I know people, when they hear Facetune, they think, oh my gosh, she's going to make her body fake. She's going to change everything completely. No. When I edit my pictures, I don't do too much. I either like to enhance certain things or make something cleaner, neater, or aesthetically pleasing. Like, I don't really go overboard with my edits, but you know, just stay tuned and you'll see how my edits are, and then you can let me know, like, did I do too much, because I know I didn't. Okay, so the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edit. And then the only thing I really like to use in this section, in this editing feature, is I like to go to the highlight and I like to play around with it, because a lot of times when you take pictures, the camera or like the flash takes the color away from you. So I like to restore it back, and I like doing that with the highlights option. So as you guys can see here, like, it changes. So I'm gonna go like around here, around 40, and I'll press done. All right, now the next app we're gonna go to is called Facetune. Let's go to Facetune. This one here. So when I edit, I like to work in sections. So right off the bat, I'm gonna work on getting rid of the thermostat, the heater controller thing on the wall. I'm going to fix my makeup because I was in a rush and I didn't blend my makeup. Like, who does that? What else am I gonna do? I'm going to get rid of this sandal right here because it should not be there. I'm gonna try and even out the paint on the wall, and if more comes to mind, then we'll just go from there. So I'm gonna work in sections, and I'm gonna try and do the hardest part first, which is getting rid of the thermostat right here in the wall. So let's get to work. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the tones tool. And the tones tool, basically, like, you pick a tone that you would like. So I can take a picture here and then I can tap this pink, and if I want to airbrush that on to somewhere else in my picture, I can do that. Or if there's something that needs to be brushed over, that's one of the features. That's kind of what the tones feature does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click picker, and I'm going to pick the most even tone of that wall paint. So I'm going to pick around down here. So I picked it, and then I click tones back, and then I'm going to airbrush over the thermostat just like so. Don't worry, it looks crazy now, but I got you. Don't worry. Ew, why it looks so dark? Alright, we're gonna pick another color. So I'm gonna just erase that because it just looks too dark. So I'm gonna pick from, like, you know, a little bit upwards, which is more lighter. And then I'm just gonna go over it. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So that's that. So I'm just erase a little bit off the side. Even though we're gonna come back and fix the side, it's okay. So once you finish each step, after you finish each step, you press that check on the top. And then the next step is I'm gonna go to the smooth tool, and I'm gonna click smoother, and it's kind of gonna blur it out, you know, make it more smooth on the wall. So I'm just gonna brush over it, right? And then I press the check because I'm done with that. Now I'm gonna go to the patch tool, and I'm gonna pick, so basically what the patch tool does is that it basically so there's two circles, right? The circle, there's one circle that it takes, it's like a copy and paste basically. So the copy is one of the circles, the paste is the second circle. So I want to copy this area, right, and put it on top of that thermostat. If you guys see what I'm doing. Do I make sense? Alright, so I'm gonna copy that. I'm just gonna place it, and you can make the circle big or the circle small. So I'm just trying to do this in one go, and I'm just gonna cover it just like that, and then I'm gonna press that pink icon at the bottom just in case I want to do more, and that's that. Boom. So that's that. So I'm just gonna press the blue check at the top, and then what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back to the tones option, and I'm gonna pick that wall color, and then I'm gonna color the whole wall so that everything matches and everything is the same color. And then I'm gonna just go up and down to make sure that everything matches, everything is even. And sis, don't be afraid to zoom in and get the crevices, you feel me? Like each you know, each part. I'm gonna zoom in here to make sure that I got everywhere, because you know people be zooming into your pictures. Like, mind your business, you creep. Like, you supposed to be worrying about me, not about the walls. Gosh. Okay, so I know it looks a bit crazy, So what I'm gonna do now is I'm also gonna pick picker again, and now I'm gonna pick that white on the side of the wall, and I'm gonna color that pillar up to where it really stopped in the picture. And I'm gonna zoom in just so I can do it properly. Now, to make that white pillar on the wall look more sharp and not fake or edited, I'm going to go back to the patch tool. So I'm just going to zoom in so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go to the patch tool. Now remember I said the patch tool is like a copy and paste, right? So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Now you see like the edges of that white pillar, some of it is fading off, some of it has smoothened out. So I'm going to go to the patch, right? And I'm going to go on like one of the straightest lines of the pillar, right? And then I'm going to start putting it in places where the line has kind of erased. Okay. And then I press the little red thing at the bottom. Now I'm going to do the patch again, and then I'm just going to keep doing this until I reach that end point. And you know, just be patient with this step. Take your time. You don't want your lines to be crooked. Okay. So I finished that. So now I'm going to check that off. So I'm going to go back in once again with the smooth tool to make sure that everything is smooth and nothing looks. So I'm going to use the smoother, and I'm just going to brush on that whole wall area. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my face. So I'm just going to zoom into my face, and you guys can see the top area of my forehead. I didn't blend it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smoothen out my face just in that area, so everything is in one, everything is the same layer basically. So I'm just going to smoothen out, and then if you want to smoothen out your own face, you can do that. I'm going to do that just a little bit. I don't really do that too much. So then I click the check at the top. So I'm going to go back to the tones, right? And I'm going to pick the color that I actually want my forehead to be. So I'm going to pick my forehead color. Alright, so I'm just going to pick that forehead area again. And then brush over it. And it's okay if it doesn't specifically match or look good right then and there, but it looks better than before. It looks like the same skin tone. So I'm going to press the check, and then I'm going to go back to the smooth tool and then just smoothen that place out with the smoother. Okay, so now you can see that that place looks way different. Everything looks the same color. The battery's about to die. Excuse me. I'm just gonna go to the patch tool to get rid of my slippers. So I'm just going to click patch. I'm just gonna pick anywhere of the floor and then just get rid of the shoe. And yes, and then one last thing that I like to do, if you want to emphasize a certain area, you can just pick the details and then just put details, just rub over anywhere that you want to appear more or emphasized. So yes, that is how I edit my pictures. You see, it wasn't that bad. Like, I didn't have to do too much. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope, let me turn this off. Let me just show you guys what the before looked and what the after looked. So this is before, excuse me, this is before, This is after. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions that you'd like for me to answer, please comment that also in the comment section. If I helped you, sis, let me know, okay? And don't forget to like, comment, and you already know, the big S. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
All these niggas wanna fuck JT. Hellcat, this a SRT. Pull up, wax these three. Make a feed by suck they teeth. He wanna menage with a new body. Man, you niggas can't fuck with me, cause I came from the bottom.